All right, everybody, I am back, and we are back, and we are going to finish the Atlas Comics playlist today. But here's the thing. These videos have been doing terribly. These videos don't get any views. They don't really get any attention, and I don't blame them, because it's like, who even knows what Atlas Comics is? Maybe it's obscure, maybe it's poorly made or whatever. So I'm just going to take the rest of it. I'm going to take all of Savage Combat Tales. I'm going to take all 3 issues and I'm going to put it into one video. That would be this video. So, you're watching that now. Also, I'm almost done with monetization. All that stuff is going to be done like by next month. I know I've been gone for a while. I haven't uploaded anything in like a whole week. Very sorry about that. But that's going to end soon. The whole monetization process is going to be done. I had to go through all this junk. I had to go like set up stores. I had to like set up memberships and all that junk, and like I had to set up the clothing shop, and I had to get, oh, by the way, look, check it out. We got this shirt. I don't know, somebody, I don't know who it was. It was like somebody asked me, hey, you know, that would make a really cool shirt. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I should slap that on a t-shirt. And he was like, it's cool. I mean, it's better quality than I thought it would be. Like, you can actually see. I thought it would be, because I assumed that it would be all blurry and disgusting, because the actual house ad for Atlas Comics, it's beautiful. I love it. I would, and it's cool. I wanted to put it on a t-shirt. But yeah, it's just so blurry and old, and the image is so old, so I had to like automatically, like, I had to use an artificial intelligence to upscale it so that it wouldn't be blurry on the t-shirt, because once it's printed on the t-shirt, it's there forever. So I did that, and I made some adjustments, and it actually came out good. Like, it looks authentic, and yeah, I'm not that mad about it. Anyway, you can buy one. They're available now, and they look pretty good. They're on the store that's attached to my... It's the only thing on there. You can't miss it. But yeah, I did that. I finished the shirt, so I'm selling shirts now. This is just my first design. I'll have more coming. And I had to set that up, and then I was working on starting a bookstore that like an online, basically an Amazon shop that will sell old comic books and things like that. So I'm working on getting that opened up. Overall, that's basically what I've been doing. But that's going to be done soon, and then afterwards I'll get back to my normal schedule of like at least 2 or 3 videos a week, because it's been nuts. Oh my god. It's nice though. It's nice though to have all these things working out finally, and it's like you actually, it feels like you run like a little bit of a side business. Not to be, you know, too technical about it, but yeah, it's like you kind of have to run a little bit of a side business, and there's a lot of small things that you have to consider. They're very time consuming things. But all that aside, I'll make videos about all these things. If you haven't picked up an Atlas Comics t-shirt, you should definitely do that. It looks pretty cool. I'm really happy with how it came out. But enough about that junk, because now we're here, and we are here to read Savage Combat Tales. This is the last of the Atlas Comics. After this, I found some magazines, but we won't cover those for at least a few months. But Savage Combat Tales, featuring someone named Sergeant Stryker and his death squad. Now, here's the thing about Sergeant Stryker. I am like 100% sure that this guy is like a Nick Fury Howling Commando ripoff. Obviously, Atlas Comics rips off everything that Marvel did. And I think this is their attempt to rip off Nick Fury. Take a look at this guy. New, exciting war adventures. I must reach that grenade. Nothing less will stop the Nazi tank. Nothing. Like, look at him. That looks like Nick Fury. He just needs an eye patch. Oh my god, look at that Nazi tank. What the hell kind of tank is that? Some kind of... Jesus. Obviously, they're taking some liberties with this thing. For some reason, the cannon... Look at the cannon. It's coming out of, like, the side of the tank, and then, like, there's the hole, and... Yeah, that's crazy. It was very action-packed, though. I took one look at this cover. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good. February 1943, Operation Torch is over. American forces have joined with the British and French in trapping Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, famed Afrika Korps. But suddenly, unexpectedly, the Desert Fox counterattacks, and inexperienced U.S. troops reel in bitter defeat. Yet, in such moments are legends born. Legends such as Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad. Okay, so it's a World War II book. This is the village of Sidhu Rashid near the Kasserine Pass. These are Ju-88 dive bombers, better known as the Stukas. So they're Nazis? Yeah, that's the Iron Cross, right? On their wings, that's the Nazis. And this is Ben Stryker, Mr. Benjamin Stryker. Isn't that a name of somebody in Marvel? Stryker. Yeah, that's the name of that Wolverine guy, right? From the Wolverine movie? This is Ben Stryker, late of Prairie Mission, Kansas, scrambling for his life. Oh, Andy. Who's Andy? Why are you screaming for Andy? Andy, are you alright? Over here, Ben. Me and the lieutenant are fine. Oh, they're trying to use, what is that, a radio? But I sure do wish somebody would remind those Jerrys they're supposed to be finished in North Africa. What's the situation outside, Stryker? I haven't been able to raise battalion on this thing. Sergeant Bloom thinks they're softening us up for some kind of attack, sir. He's organizing the defense perimeter. He says we'll need every man, and every man you will need. We've got those 4 prisoners locked in the cellar. Orders were to hold them until a convoy back from the front could deliver them the corpse for court-martials. You and Kenton go ahead. I'll try reaching HQ one more time, then join with you with 4 volunteers. Okay? Those planes are concentrating on the center of town. We'll skirt around the edge. Ben, don't you ever get tired of nursemaiding me? Yeah, Ben Stryker, don't you ever get tired of getting blown up? Kablamo! Wait, is that the building they were just in? But what about the prisoners? They were in the basement. Just because I'm your girlfriend's little brother doesn't mean anything. Oh my god! The lieutenant, it was the building! The fucking lieutenant just got blown up. This is nuts! And 4 others, Andy. Don't forget those poor devils trapped in the cellar. Yet the horrors have just begun. Horrors such as only war is witness to. Horrors to shake any man and all men, to change them and cause them to be reborn in battle. So this is the birth of the Death Squad, which is a really cool name, by the way. I mean, if I was going to start a squad, it would be the Death Squad. And then we would do battle with the Life Squad. Yeah, fuck the Life Squad. Buzzards, dirty, stinking buzzards. That won't help. All we can do now is join the rest of the company. Oh, look at that. What is that? That's not a soldier. That's a civilian. Somebody got blowed up. Hold the light higher, Ben. Steady. Can you do it, Dad? Save Mr. Ingstrom? What? Here, son. The most sacred thing in the world. Human life. Mother and baby, both alive. Lord, Dad, what am I doing here? Hey, Ben, there's Sergeant Bloom. Stryker, Kenton, find a spot on the double. La double. Oh, I see. He's having a flashback. His father was a doctor. Oh, man, they're actually trying to give this guy character development. Jesus. I wonder where this is going to go. Our troubles are just starting. If the Jerrys take this place, they're in position to clobber any of our units. Pulling back from the front. Look at that. That is a beautiful panel right there. Look at that. Yeesh. They're taking over the whole island. I hear those German paratroopers are vets, Ben. They're combat elites. Looks like an old .45 revolver from World War I. Good weapon. Let's hope you won't need it, Andy. Well, I'm ready for him. Especially if it gets down in the fighting. Look what I traded from one of those convoy jockeys. What? Wouldn't you have a semi-automatic at that point? Why would you trade it for a revolver? Well, because the revolver... No. If it's from World War... I don't know enough about guns to be talking about this. There you go again, worrying about me. You're as bad as Lori. Darling, it's like the world is falling apart. You drafted. Andy is enlisting. With Hitler in Europe, Pearl Harbor bombed, I guess we're needing all the right... We're needed all right. Oh, wait, that's him talking. How can I do it, Lori? Fighting, killing other human beings. Or being killed, Ben. Promise you'll take care of yourself. Of Andy. Promise you'll both come back to me. Oh, shit, Ben, here they come. Yeah, well, that's fine. He's giving them the pow-pow. That's fine. And they're getting the ah! That shit. I can't shoot. I just can't. Oh, he's having a crisis of conscience in the middle of a war? Come on. Holy smoke, Stryker. I've been in this outfit since the last war and never saw shooting like that. Who taught you? My dad. A small-town doctor in the Depression was mighty poor. We had to be good hunters to help keep food on the table. Well, it's made you a natural, son. I hope not, Sergeant Bloom. My dad also taught me there's a difference between shooting for game and supper and killing in cold blood. And then kablamo! Dang, they got him with the baroom. Look at that. Jesus Christ. That tank's giving him the tat-tat-blam. Holy shit. It's a tank. Everybody back. Get to better cover. You can't. Is he on fire? Is he exploding? This panel is not accurate to what's going on. I am very concerned for Sergeant Stryker. Okay, there's Sergeant Bloom. Andy, give me a hand. I've got to drag him to shelter. Never mind. He's just fucking fine. He took that tank shell like a champ. It's too late, Stryker. Take over for me. You can do it. Everyone else is too green, but you're the natural. No, not Sergeant Stryker. He has to take over. He's not ready, goddammit. I'm telling you, he's not ready. You've got to be wrong, Sergeant. I haven't even fired at the enemy. I don't know if I can. You men, what are you doing? Don't bunch up in one building. You need to scatter before the blam happens. Oh. Dear Lord, no, every last man. Andy. Oh God, Andy. Oh shit, Andy was in the building? Well, that's it, man. That's it, dude. You fucking, that was your girlfriend's brother, dude. She's never gonna love you. You got her brother killed. Here, Ben. Dropped my 45 running. I had to cut back for it. Like I keep saying, you worry about me for nothing. Oh, never mind. Okay, he was alive. Now he's dead. He got the tat-tat from the tank. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's... Oh. Sergeant Stryker, goddammit. Come on, do something. Promise you take care of yourself and Andy. No. No. Oh, take care of Andy. Oh, and the tank runs him over. Adding insult to injury. I let you down, Lori. You and Andy. I can't bring him back, but some way, somehow I'll make it up if it takes the whole war. I gotta start by stopping that tank. I'll need more than this carbine. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. He's turning into Sergeant Stryker. This is it. This is the origin story. We're witnessing it. The ruins of our command post. There might be something here. A bazooka, grenades, or... What is this? Nothing budges. Keep at it, musclehead, or we'll all suffocate. The prisoners! They're still alive in the cellar! Listen down there. Maybe I can help you. While searching the debris, Stryker finds the lieutenant's body and an unexploded grenade on his belt. The Jerrys are blowing the place apart house by house. One more blast shouldn't draw any notice. Oh my god, okay. I'm getting into it. Oh, look, it's the Death Squad! He saved the Death Squad! Whump! Oh, they gave him the whump, though. Son of a gun. No wonder that door gimme trouble. Somebody left a building on top of it. I like him. He's the funny one. Well, you can thank the guy who took it off, Turk. I'm gonna be kind of busy getting my tail out of this war. Sure, you could run, but it'd be straight into the Jerrys, and they're not taking prisoners. Might be best to throw in with me. There's a tank and I mean to get it. You resurrected us from the dead, friend. I suppose it's the least we can do, particularly since we have no choice, right, Ice? Huh, Lee? What about you, Tyke? I'm assuming Lee is the Asian and this fellow right here is the Iceman. If we did have a choice, Duke, it's gone now. Here comes that son of a gun. Oh, man, they're gonna get it. Get it, Death Squad, you get that tank. You're in charge, friend. Any bright plans for how 5 guys in 1 carbine can buck a tank? If 4 of the 5 don't get down before we're spotted, plans won't matter. Out this way, we'll liberate some weapons. And in the course of that liberation, Acting Sergeant Ben Stryker learned something about his 4 reluctant recruits and their past. Lee Shigeta, judo expert. Duke Ripley is a circus acrobat. Oh, his name is Duke? I thought it was Ice. Oh, no. Turk Ankrum is a pro wrestler, and Ice Marco is an ex-gangster. Oh my god! Yes! Yes! That's crazy. That's beautiful. This is a beautiful moment in comic books. I hope you guys understand the importance of what we're witnessing right now. This shit is hilarious. I love it. Okay, hold on, okay. Here we go. Not bad. The others risked their necks for hardware. I just found mine. Whoever got pulped by that tank sure don't need any more. Hey, find something else. There's a prior claim on this pistol. Oh, that's Andy's revolver. But once armed, there are 10 tons of tanks to be faced. Plus veteran paratroopers conducting their building-to-building sweeps. Yeah, well, they're no match for the gosh darn death squad. You guys get out there! But a building swept can be reoccupied. Ah, was ist's? Oh shit, look! It's the circus man! Oh, he got him with the burp! With the burp-a-burp! Ice! No grenades! I want this machine in working order. They did it? They stole it? Look at him, just fucking... He's fucking just shooting him! And maybe gift wrap while we're at it, Stryker. Look at, he's just fucking... He just stuck it in the hole. He's like... That sucks. That would be scary. Is that... That's not how tanks work. Dude, really? Is that how it works? Can you just shove a machine gun in there and just light everybody up? That's insane. That's freaking insane. Check the street, Ice. Germans' perimeter forces coming in. They're gonna be bad news even with this tank. Anyone think they can handle this baby cannon? Yeah. I've had some small experience with American armor, Sergeant. Oh, what is he? Is he like the... He's the judo expert. Maybe he's like a tech guy or something. That's good. So they just stole a Nazi tank. So it's fucking 5 prisoners of war just riding around in a Nazi tank, just giving everybody the tat-tat burp blam. That's... Oh, hold on. Let's just take a second and just express our love for what we're witnessing here. And the enemy vehicle becomes a fortress of death. Look at that. A fortress that holds. Hey, son of a gun, there ain't no more of them. We won. When suddenly the crack, the thwump. Lord Dad, I've slain my first man. Now I'm a killer. Look at this. What do you mean? What do you call all this right here? What is... You killed... You're a killer now, Sergeant Stryker. But you know what? I'm not mad about it, and I don't think your dad would be either. It's all over, and we're still alive and kicking. You know what that means? We started out as jailbirds today, but now, believe it or not, we're blasted heroes. War. What a thing. It seems to have turned 4 into better men. Yeah. But what about me? Have I become worse? But there is no easy answer to Ben Stryker's grim question. Only an uncertain future where next issue, the Death Squad earns its name. Yes. You did it again, Atlas. You fucking did it again. God damn it, Atlas Comics. You have no right to be this good. I love it. I fucking love it. But guess what? That's not just it. We have another short story here called The Bounty. The bombers are Mitsubishi Ki-21s. With the Japanese, they are instruments for widening their hold on the Asian mainland. To the Chinese, they are destroyers raining death upon them. To 3 flying tigers diving out into the sun, they are the enemy and must be stopped. But to the 4th, they are something different entirely. They are nothing but bounty. Start writing that bonus check, Chiang Kai-shek. Uncle Wade's got another meatball in his sights. Who is that? Jessup! Stay with your wingman! Jessup! Yes, Jessup. Hey, Archie Goodwin wrote this. Interesting. Sorry, flight leader. I didn't get that. You're coming through garbled, and I got another fish to fry. Oh, he's the daring pilot. Wade Jessup follows the black spiral of smoke that marks the bomber's death plunge. grunting in satisfaction as it flares against the China soil, until he finds the bomber has an escort. The Zero's 20mm cannons and 7.7mm machine guns pound Jessup's ship, the P-40 shudders, but its heavy, rugged construction takes it. Then Jessup's wingman, Lou Stonehand, catches up, exploiting as Colonel Claire Chenault has taught him. The P-40's best feature, its speed in a dive. The Zero smokes and climbs for safety. Never catch that speedy so-and-so now. Fly anyway. Flight leader signaling return to base. It's not a bit too soon, Stoney. My oil pressure is falling fast. Oh, that's the enemy. He's getting away. That Zeke tagged your oil line. Right, engine's freezing up on me already. Looks like all the boys at Cunningfield are going to be treated to another one of my daredevil landings. Is he going to do it? Yes, he did. Nope, he fucked it up. Look, the wing is broken. You fucked it up, Jessup. What the fuck? The plane's a fucking wreck. You know what they say, flight leader. Any landing you'll walk away from is a good one. Except when you break the goddamn plane. Not when the Tigers only have about 50 operational aircraft at any given time. That Zero scored on because you were too busy pinpointing where your kill went down. I bet I was. The Chinese government pay a 500 bounty for every Jap plane, but only if they can find the wreckage. And then we're fighting a war, Jessup, not guaranteeing our Calcutta bank accounts get fat on blood money. I kind of agree. Speak for yourself, hero. I plan to come out of this with more than warm handshakes from the local coolies. You're coming out with a fat lip, you son of a bitch. Huh, I outshoot and outfly everybody in the squadron. You think it'd be different when I came out punching? How can you be wingman to a crud like that, Stoney? Well, he's one of the best, I guess. I kind of respect that in spite of everything else. Meanwhile, later. Sit down, Stoney. Have a beer. Where have you been? Over at Communications, Wade. A bunch of us were listening to Radio Tokyo. Seems they're fuming about the losses from the hit-and-run tactics. Say, if we keep fighting like guerrillas, we'll be treated like them. I don't care what the Japanese think, wingman. Long as you keep spending over those 500 sitting ducks for me. Pickings may be rougher next mission. Callboard has us down for escorts to a bomber flight over Burma. Meanwhile, the next morning. Wade Jessup, playing shepherds. There's no money in this, Stoney. Just so there's no trouble, this ain't the kind of action a P-40 suited for, when suddenly, bandits, banditos. They're Nate, Stoney, Nakajima K-121s. Watch him on the turns and climbs. And we're more than a match for him. Kablamo, he got him with the blam. Coming, wingman. Turn back. Another flight's hitting the bombers while we chase these. Yes. But not while a second 500 claims is still in my sights. You selfish son of a bitch. You're gonna get people killed for that 500, which, I don't know. How much is 500 bucks back in... I mean, what is this? Is this World War II? This isn't World War II. Now, 500 is a lot for World War II, though. It's a lot. That's it. Hang on, Stoney. Your rich partner's heading back to lend a hand, but Jessup swings his ship around to find Stoney is dead. Of course he's freaking dead. Too bad, kid. You were a good wingman. But I grew up too hungry to cry over anything on a day when I've made $1,000. When suddenly zeros. Under the hammering of two foes, the P-40 superior armor finds its limits. She's breaking up. Time for Uncle Wade to ditch. And pray those Zeeks get busy with the bombers instead of me. You didn't. Yeah, they're back to the fight and I'm home free. Okay, I'm down in one piece. I've got to get rid of my chute and then... No! You son of a... You idiot! You absolute idiot! Jessup, you fucking moron! I thought a second you guys were Japs. What are you, gorillas, bandits? No matter. Check out the back of my jacket. See, I'm a flying tiger. Don't you read? I'm a flying tiger, not with the brip crack kapow. Take his jacket, Luong. That will be proof enough. True, and we shall eat well. On the 5,000 yen the Japanese now offer as a bounty for the flying tiger pilots. Fucking... He deserved it. He deserved it, dude. Why are you guys mad? He deserved it. He failed the mission and he got his wingman killed. He deserved that. That was good. That was like a little like kind of like what do you call them? Like those EC Comics Tales from the Crypt kind of, you know, bad person gets what he deserves kind of story. Mwah! Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's see what's in the next issue. All right, let's see. This time it is Atlas Comics Savage Combat Tales featuring Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad. Yes, please give me more of the Death Squad. I like these guys. My squad's getting clobbered upstairs, and if that grenade explodes, I've bought it too. Oh my god, it's a grenade and a landmine, and then look at this Nazi behemoth. Look at this man in his giant Nazi muscles. Looks like we're going to get some underwater action in this tale. North Africa, 1943, riding the crest of their victory in Kasserine Pass. The forces of Field Marshal Rommel advance against the newly blooded American troops, but here in the ruined village of Sidi Rashid, their attack is faltered before 5 unlikely fighting men. 4 await court-martials, the 5th still questions the right of killing. 5 unlikely heroes, a legend still being shaped. Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad, no moment is sacred in war. Even one given over to burial of the fallen can suddenly be shattered by a BRAP. Oh god, the BRAP. Machine gun fire. I wonder who they're burying. Is it Andy? There. An ME-109 on the hunt, and he's found easy pickings. Pilot of that observation plane, not bad. He's making the German work. Bull. Give ya odds the messer nails. I'm with the next pass, Duke. What the fuck did that mean? What did that mean? What did you even say right now? We're not waiting, Ice. There are men in that plane, and we're gonna help them if we can. I like that. I like that Sergeant Stryker, from the outside, looking at the cover, you would assume he was like a mad dog, unstoppable killer, but he's really not. He's more altruistic and more of a humanitarian than that. I like that. It's a good... That's like the perfect character trait to give a war hero archetype, because it creates a lot of conflict in the story, a lot of internal conflict. You need ACAC, Stryker, not small arms like what we've got. We'll improvise with what the Germans left, Shigeta. You showed some experience with the tank cannon. I think you can help me fire this tank buster. Yeah, what happened to the tank? Did you guys lose it? I figure that fighter to come in low over the village, so he can get under those poor devils. You must give him a long lead, Sergeant. Time it perfectly. Oh, he's giving it the kapow with... What is that, the birds? Perfect, son. You led him just right. It's a pretty thing, Dad. Almost seemed wrong to kill it. Oh, these are flashbacks. There's a depression, Ben. We need the food. I want you to have the skill to get it. Oh, that's... I think that's Lee. Or is that supposed to be Stryker? And I pray God you'll never use the skill for anything else. I prayed too, Dad. But there is no such thing. Because he has to baroom this goddamn plane. Look at that. Look at this dude in the cockpit. He's like... He's effed in the B, and he knows it. He's just like, oh, I've died. Look at that. Son of a gun. I think you give the Sarge a pea shooter, he'd be a dead shot with that too. The menace falls, but in the inferno that is battle, new dangers rise like the phoenix. What awaits acting Sergeant Ben Stryker and his reluctant warriors is not respite, but a journey, and that journey is destined to become a hell ride. No! A hell ride. We're going to witness a hell ride right now. But before that journey can begin, there are other passengers to be gathered. Looks like we tagged that messer a little late. A messer? Is a messer a plane? They're down in one piece. Someone could still be alive. Come on. Don't gape, boy. 1-star generals aren't that rare. That's what I mean to add 3 more before this war's over. The pilot's dead, but my aide, Captain Ordway, isn't. Go fish him out. Okay, sorry. I had a knock at the door I had to deal with. What was it? What were we doing? Okay, don't gape, boys. 1-star generals aren't that rare. That's why I mean to add 3 more before this war's over. Pilot's dead. How rare are 1-star generals? Probably, yeah, they're probably not that rare. Because it goes all the way up to 5 stars, right? So it's like 1 star is like, that's a pretty good bounty you can handle. Sir, you're general right. Wild Bill Wright, commander of this sector. You're damn right, boy, and I aim to stay commander by kicking the shit out of these krauts. Yeah, I've got enough of the big picture from this recon mission to see how to do it, but that don't mean spit if I can't get back to headquarters. There's a British unit that might be closer, sir. We could go... No, let my info give me the fucking limeys, the jump. They already think they run this show, boy. Who are the fucking limeys? Are the limeys the British? No, sirree. We're moving hell for leather for my headquarters. If you don't have any vehicles, there's a wrecked column to the north. We'll find something. What the heck, dude? People back then just talk weird. I say that now with all these kids talking about no caps and whatever. Luck plays its part in war, eh, Holzer? We overhear an airplane's radio and find an American general dropped almost in our hands. But the mark of a great warrior is not his luck, but his ability to capitalize on it. That's actually genuinely profoundly true. You will go after this General Wright, Captain Dietrich. Already we are overextended into enemy territories. The risks is offset by the prize, Sergeant Holzer. Being an aggressive commander with important reconnaissance information, Wright will strike out for his own command rather than await rescue or seek allied help. And I have chosen the perfect spot to intercept him. Okay, so he's like a strategic... Well, he's a general. You have to be a strategic genius to be a general, right? That's like the highest level of management is general. But I feel like he's a little too aggressive. He might get somebody killed. Maybe that's the conflict in this story. I don't know. So, two groups began moving in collision course, but one moves in ignorance, blinded by the other's concerns. What's got your feathers ruffled, Ordway? Sir, you couldn't know whom we've thrown in with, and I don't, but I do, and I don't like it. I've seen provosts, marshals reports that come to us. These men are dangerous misfits. I like them. I don't know. I like them. They're nice to me. I like them. The man, Shigeta, is a judo expert. He's attacked his commanding officer. You nearly killed him. Duke Ripley is a former circus acrobat. He's a deserter. Well, that's not too bad. I don't blame people for not wanting to fight war. This one-time wrestler Turk Antrim went berserk in a barroom brawl and killed a paratrooper. Ice Marco chose the army over prison and turned his talents to the black market the moment he arrived overseas. And by his own admission, this man Stryker isn't really a sergeant. He simply took over when everyone else fell. Fuck it, Captain. That's how I became an officer. And if he got those foul-ups to defend a village, he deserves the stripes. I can't argue with that, dude. Like, it's war, man. Nobody's innocent in war, least of all you. So, this must be what you saw from the air. Pretty grim for a motor pool. Something will work, and if your collection of convicts needs a little incentive, let it be known that the sooner I'm at HQ, the sooner I can sign some pardons. Ha! That's what they see. The sooner I'm at HQ, the sooner I can sign some pardons. That's a good fucking story right there. Son of a gun, you hear that? If this one's got all its wheels, I'll push him there. Yes! Save it, musclehead. Get the brass that's aboard. I'll show him some of my getaway driving techniques. This should be a movie. With a few alterations of the strange caravan is mobile. We got gas out the nose, but not water. This baby's radiator leaks. Map shows an oasis. Ice, it's not too far. They're gonna get fucking water from the oasis and try and use that in the radiator. Bad move in a desert. It's not gonna work out. An oasis that is on other maps and in other plans. Got! Something approaches Captain Dietrich. Could it be? Show some faith, Holzer. Of course it's right. Remember, I prefer to take him alive. Slow down. Why, what's wrong? Just do as I tell you. Ah, they stop. Something is wrong. They see your ambush, you idiot. That's why they stopped. Stay down, Holzer. They aren't fools. No doubt they checked the oasis with binoculars. See? Now they move again. But so fast, Herr Dietrich. They can hardly see them for the dust. Oh, bullets cannot stop bullets, Sergeant. Dust cannot stop bullets, Sergeant. Hit them. But it's too late. They're going to get you with that pow-pow. Donnerwetter. What is los? There is only a driver. The others are gone. Gott. If they have left the truck, it can only be an ambush. It's a fucking ambush. Fucking Nazi bastards. The Americanas have circled the oasis. Repeat to our vehicle. Schnell, schnell. Oh shit, they've got armor. Looks like we spoiled the Kraut's picnic, Sarge. How'd you know they were here? No birds. They're always around trees in Waterduke. Noise of our truck should have sent something flying. Unless something else had already scared them. Brilliant. Okay, hustle now. Get as much water as you can as fast as you can. That armored car mounted a cannon. It could be they'll retreat beyond the range of our weapons. When suddenly, wham! Uh-oh. Somebody's attacking our boys. And rain down incoming mail. Hoping to catch us drinking instead of ducking. Get it in the clear, Ice. That's impressive. The Americaner sergeant seems to have anticipated my counterstroke. The truck escapes our barrage. He must realize also that it will be nearly impossible for our two heavier vehicles to overtake them now, sir. Joel Holster, but he cannot know we have a third vehicle. What? What is that, a race car? And that will deliver the well-protected General Wright into our hands. Like the way you handled things at that fucking Oasis, Striker. You're a fucking good soldier. So that Kraut Commander General, hope we're through bumping heads with him. Next time the luck might be... What? Holy... Oh shit, bullets! Straight into the engine block. Oh, it's they're fucking motorcycles. Don't yell about the fucking thing, blow it away. Shigeta, Turk, you heard the general. Open fire. Yeah, got him. Okay, well that takes care of that. Hey, I think we got that son of a gun. And he returned the favor, skin top, lest we pick it up and carry it. This riddled wreck ain't going nowhere. No! We finally get the fucking chance to show the Limeys someone else can fight this war, and then this happens. There's more at stake than that, sir. We're stopped cold. There's nothing to stop that half-track and armored car from catching us. Striker, you don't comprehend what this means to General Wright's career. We've plenty of fuel. Can't some kind of repairs be made? On an engine that looks like Swiss cheese? What a load of crap. Hold it, Ice. Captain Ordway's given me an idea. The idea is soon being tried as German forces appear and Captain Dietrich's voice sounds over a bullhorn. The armored car moves forward, Amerikaners. Your weapons cannot stop it. Surrender yourselves and General Wright or be blown apart along with that wreck at point-blank range. Okay, I've got to let them get closer. Closer. Heck of a shot, boys, and Andy's revolver is the only thing we could scrounge up a tracer round for. Andy's blasted .45 wasn't much help to him, and neither was I, goddammit. Remember your promise, Ben. Take care of yourself and Andy. I want you both to come back to me. For cripe's sake, sis, don't worry. They haven't made the Kraut who can handle me or that long drink of water you're engaged to. I let you and Andy down, Lori. I've got to make that up. I can't fail anyone else. What? How did he do that, even if it means doing the thing I hate? A fiery tracer hits a piece of white tape marked over partially covered target. And Holocaust results. Gott den Himmel. They've ignited patrol cans buried in the road. Oh my god. Hit them hard. That half track is our ride home. Oh my god, yes. Look at that. Hunters and hunted. Germans and Americans all bend into one viciously battling mass. They seem to fight for a simple machine, but the true prize is really survival. My gosh. Yes! Oh my god, they work so good. With dawn, victor and vanquished are irrevocably decided. I sure hope stealing some glory from the British is worth all this. Come on, Striker, you're too able to lead to have a soft center. And your men are just what every war needs. Shit, good killers, be proud, boy. You got a shit fucking death squad. Death doesn't make me proud, it sickens me. But I reckon you wouldn't understand that, sir. And by noon, a German half-track roars into the American HQ. Major, where is everybody? I've got info to throw that Kraut onto on their tails. Naturally, you couldn't have heard, sir, but there's a big counterattack already in progress. It seems the British found a hole in the German advance at Cedar Rashid. They used it to turn the tables. Sidhu Rashid, right where we started from. The whole trip was for nothing. What are you saying, Sarge? It cinched your 3 stripes and the pardons, that's not for nothing at all. But the next issue, the grim price for pardons and promotions, is driven home to Sergeant Stryker's death squad. And that next issue will be the final issue that we cover, because that's the only issue in this 3-issue series, and I'm very interested to see. But that's a beautiful ending. They found a general, they promised that they would get him across the desert, and fucking they did that shit, and they got their promotion, they got their fucking pardons. Beautiful, beautiful issue. But that's not the only story for this one, so let's see. He roared down out of nowhere in the early days of World War II, a mystery and an enigma, fighting his own lone battle in the Orient, known only by the name of the fighter he flew. Warhawk. That's good. Warhawk is cool. I like that video game Warhawk on the original PlayStation 1 console. Oof, that was a good game. Very hard though, very frustrating, but a good game. Comment if you know about Warhawk. AVG, Flying Tiger Dixie DX lawyer, met him in February of 42, high over the lush green hills of Burma. Is this one of those true story things? 4 zeros had cut off my return base, Mingaladon, and I was looking glory itself right in the eye when suddenly a black P-40. I never saw any of our AVG Hawks painted like that, but as long as he's on our side, it makes no never mind at all. Of course, I didn't know that this action was just the first round of a Japanese campaign against our AVG chief, Colonel Claire Lee Chenault, a plot based on the fact that Chenault must die. Why? Why must Chenault die? Is it going to be explained? This old boy was flat out good, like our Pappy Bovington or Bob Neely. With one Zeke down in flames, he suckered his second into power driving after him, which is just about the only maneuver those fast but fragile Zeros could not perform with safety. For long, he was back alongside. I'll draw the other 2 off, Tiger. You head for home. Thanks. Hey, what's the mask y'all are wearing? Holy cow, look at that. Yeah, he is wearing a mask. Is that normal? Never heard his answer, because what I did hear was my engine sputtering and coughing, and then cutting out dead. The fuel injector would have had a new one installed by now. Uh-oh. No fuel injector. Of some change, no count thieving cargo handler hadn't stolen it. Probably sold it to the Rangoon black market. Come on, honey, fire up again. Those 2 bandits are back at 6 o'clock. Oh, this is looking bad. He's gonna die. My guardian angel. Snap rolled away, his exhaust stacks belching smoke with the 2 Zeeks smelling blood right after him. I'd lost too much altitude to bail out and would have to ride her down to that thick green jungle, rushing up at me fast and no place in it for me to land. I fought a dead stick to get her nose up into a glide over the crest of the ridge up ahead, and then, glory be to Sunday, I saw it. A clearing in the jungle, a strip just about long enough for me to sunfish her down without power. Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. This old country boy may never play poker again, because I'm surely using up all the luck of a lifetime today. And that's when I learned just how little luck had to do with the strip being there. Those Zeeks were crowding me this way, to force me down on this old strip. Precisely. Your aircraft is of value to us, but your life is not. Now remove your helmet and flight jacket quickly. Take those to Lieutenant Oharu at once. At once, Colonel Ito. I don't know. Just what you have in mind, sir. But y'all won't be using my ship for it. Yeah, you're not in control here, buddy. Ah, the faulty fuel injector. A false hope. Our mechanics can make apt temporary repairs. Apt enough for those... for our purpose, Yankee. What? Why y'all were monitoring my radio channel? Certainly. For a month, our military intelligence service has planned for this event. For a week, my unit has strived to snare one of your planes. Hey, your men are stuffing high explosives aboard. Oh, it's going to be a kamikaze. She'll be a flying bomb, sir. Would take a madman to get into that cockpit. No, merely one willing to die for his emperor. By our code of Bushido, we are all prepared to do that. And for the privilege of destroying our leader, Chenault. Uh-oh, Chenault is their leader, whoever that is. Is he like a political leader? Is he like a famous political leader? I don't know. Many were eager, but Lieutenant Oharu here is our very best pilot and will succeed in his mission. I broke out in a cold sweat as I remembered that Chenault was going to be at Mingaladon all this week. And a familiar old P-40 of mine, apparently limping home, wouldn't have any trouble in getting through and plowing my ship right down into the field operations shed where Chenault would be, unless I acted fast. In my mind, I saw myself blazing away with that Nambu pistol, exploding my P-40 and saving the day, but in my mind, I didn't see the guard. The gleam of his bayonet promised to be the last sight I'd ever see for sure, when suddenly, kapow! Lieutenant Oharu, take the plane, take off at once! We're under guerrilla attack! Alright, in the thick of the whole hurrah, my guardian angel. Or is it his ghost? Oh, it's some kind of vigilante, some kind of airplane vigilante. I hightailed it towards him and his band under the cover of fire. They loaded my plane with explosives. Their one-way pilot means to fly right down into Chenault's lap for the big boom. Pack, do you hear that? Yes, Warhawk. Men, move in quickly. And then what? But a barrier suddenly erupted between us and the escaping P-40. Colonel Ito said he and his men were prepared to die, and now they proved it by setting off their own fuel and explosive reserves. Go to radio for Chenault or he's a dead man. No. By now that Jap pilot's alerting his radio bases to jam all of our channels. Best hope is my plane. Come on. I could swear I saw you and it going down in flames, but how? Smoke generators, I used to make it look like I'm hit to throw those Zeeks off guard. Then began a wild hot jungle run up over a rise. Oh, brilliant. He used smoke to cloud their view. Down at the Valley of Rice Paddies. And then suddenly, it feels like steel mesh under a few inches of water. It looks real enough up close. And from the air, few Jap infantry patrols came through here. There's a hidden cave hangar for my ship. Then he was off, racing against time and death, fighting a near impossible lead. Quite a fella, packed you. Any idea who he is? He is a friend to us here and to all other guerrillas fighting our common enemy. That is enough. Who is he? I like Warhawk. I heard tell later that my P-40 was seen approaching Rangoon and Mingaladon Field when another unidentified P-40 attacked it. The weight of the explosives in my P-40 cut down the speed and maneuverability, but Lieutenant Oharu was a good pilot as Kalito had claimed, managing his unfamiliar ship into performing swift action away from Warhawk's first attack. Until a flight of RAF Brewster Buffaloes came into rescue of what seemed to be an ally in trouble. In the black P-40 was helplessly hammered by opponents it couldn't and wouldn't fire upon, restoring to evasive maneuvers. Uh-oh, fuck. Free and clear now, Lieutenant Oharu dove his target to field operations shack below, but at 3,000 feet, his dive, his life, and promise of glory came to a screeching halt under the withering gunfire of the black P-40. Warhawk's smoke generator stunt had worked again on them, Buffalo's given his time to nail Oharu after all. Later, Warhawk returned for me, but fly me back to my base where I'd bail out, giving him time to skedaddle. Lucky for me, you were around yesterday, Warhawk. No luck to it, Dixon. I made it my business to keep an eye on you. You see, that thieving cargo handler was one of Pack's agents, and he swiped that new fuel injector for my plane, Tiger. Thanks. Are you ready to bail out? Let's roll. There you go. Tell Chenault all the Tigers ding hao and happy landings. Behind the mask in the next issue. Alright, I look forward to it. Let's fucking see that shit. Alright, here we are. Let's fucking finish this. Savage Combat Tales featuring Sergeant Stryker in the Death Squad. We've hit pay dirt. It's the Desert Fox. Americanners, destroy them. Who is the Desert Fox? Mission, kill Rommel. Alright, let's get it. March 1944. The sound of combat echoes through the North African town that is headquarters for General Wild Bill Wright's lucky 13th Division. But this battle does not pit American soldier against diving Stukas or killer panzers. It does not involve the Afrika Korps at all. Only the muscle, bone, and wild fury of a strange new unit which is earning the name Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad. Ice! What is going on here? Them paratroopers called Shigeta a dirty nip, Sarge. Duke and Thurk are helping him explain how he's really a Nisai. Archie Goodwin writer. Okay. I love it. They're getting into fights everywhere. Me, I don't fight except for dough or to save my own skin. But hey, don't shoot anybody, Striker. I got bets writing on lowering the odds. He got him with the blam blam and the snap and the pow. All bets are off, Ice. Haul our boys out of there. General Wright wants us on the double. For a special mission, I'll no doubt. 3 days since you tore up the court-martial papers and that rabble general in 3 brawls. I warned you it'd be bad for morale. I can't excuse desert ion, insubordination, profiteering, and worse, and expect the rest of the command not to react. They're fucking good killers, Ordway. Use them correctly, and they can do wonders. With a natural-born leader like Stryker, the death squad's gotta earn me those extra stars I'm after, and I've got just the mission right here. Night. Allied bombers pound the German-held ports of Tunis, creating a diversion for 5 parachutists. They're pardoned criminals and their newly promoted sergeant, Ben Stryker. In 1941, a force of British commandos tried it and failed. Now, after a hurried, intense training period, the task has fallen into the death squad. Somewhere below waits a French spy to guide them on this one chance in a 1,000 mission to kill Rommel. Meanwhile, in the city below, this way, airfield marshal into the bunker. The Verdant allies seem to have bombs to spare tonight. So Jurgen, the mighty desert fox, looks like a whipped dog. Gotun Straub, careful, you'll be heard! Yes, and they're very angry about it. He is a sick man. That's why the Fuhrer recalls him to Europe. While the rest of us remain to die for his mistakes, Rommel was always Hitler's favorite. Ja! The Fuhrer has done much to elevate Rommel's career at the expense of the old order, but there's nothing to be done about it. So you say, Jurgen. But when you are a von Straub, there is always something. Blam, he shot a rat? Why did he shoot a rat? Outside, the bombers have gone, only the results of their raid remain. As Ben Stryker and his men discover, the hut! We were supposed to meet, our contact here! Son of a gun, them bombs don't care where they fall. Guess we'll go home now, huh, Sarge? Not before Erwin Rommel is dead, monsieur. I am Jules Monrain, your contact. The dead are merely an Arab family who gave me shelter. They weren't prepared for the air raid, but I was. Oh, poor Arabs, they died for no reason. You're pretty callous about the folks who helped you, Moraine. Ah, c'est la guerre, Sergeant. You are to philosophize. Or perhaps take advantage of the opportunity that the convoy offers. Stryker studies the line of vehicles moving forward Tunis. Then he motions to former acrobat Duke Ripley and agile judo expert Lee Shigeta. And at last the vehicle passes. Each man plugs an exhaust as Stryker has instructed. And then what does that do? Oh, and within the buttoned up tank. Gott in Himmel, the fumes! I cannot see, I cannot breathe. Ah, engines conking out. But we must have air now. We've got all the air we need, commandos, but it's going to cost you. First, radio the column that you've had engine trouble. We'll catch up and then get down and strip. After Stryker's orders are obeyed, Jules Moraine suddenly moves. Now, we ensure your further cooperation, Bosch. You're a man after my own heart, Frenchie. During the mob days back in the States, I was considered a pretty good shiv man myself. Oh, they're monsters. I fucking love it. Sheath that bayonet, Ice. I can make some kind sense of saving lives with Rommel's death, Moraine. But left tied up alone out there, this tank crew can't hurt us. And soon the tank rolls again, rejoining the column in safe passage into Tunis. There's Moraine's instructions, bringing Stryker and his squad to the High Command's bunker. Do you think you can enter there without killing Bosch, Mon Sergeant? No, Monrain, I'm afraid I cannot. But if we're fast enough, maybe we won't be killed. Sure, good plan. Look at them. Dude, they're just gonna blow their way in there? Pull us alongside. Oh, yeah, see, that's why I'm calling it the Death Squad is at their best when they're stealing tanks. I'm fucking calling it. Duke, you and Lee kept everybody outside busy for a while, then catch up. Turk and Ice will clear the way ahead, Moraine. I hope you know where Rommel's quarters are in this maze. Ah, trust me, monsieur. Achtung! Achtung, Amerikaners. What does Achtung mean? Raiders in the bunker. Donner sweater. I'll sound like a full-scale attack. 9, Jurgen. It sounds like the opportunity I've waited. Where is that souvenir of yours? Von Straub. That's for my nephew in Lipsvik. What is this madness? Ah, I buy back the honor of the Junkers, old comrade. And an overrated commoner is about to be killed in action. Halt! I am sorry, Colonel. I have orders to let no one pass until the emergency ends. For the protection of the Field Marshal, of course. Unfortunately, Lieutenant, when the German army is again run by those who should run it, your sacrifice will be noted. Oh man, he's a bad guy. The Desert Fox is a bad man. He kills his own people. This is the officer's mess. Beyond those doors across the living room lies their living quarters, including Rommel's. How does the Frenchman know so much about a Jerry installation, Moraine? I designed it, Mon Sergeant, while serving with the Vichy forces here. Vichy? 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 They were German allies. When did you switch sides? When Erman Rommel refused to shake my hand. I won't touch a traitor, he said, not even one who serves the Reich. I vowed then to see the arrogant pig pulled down, and all who follow him. Alright, I buy that. I can see that. Hey, Sarge! These doors are barred from the other side. Turk! Sounds like your department. Kablamo! Oh, shit. Rather be sitting on this than eating, but anything you say, Sarge. God, lieber Gott! Kablam! Oof. Look at the horror in this guy's face. Bravo, Mon Sergeant. I thought you lacked the stomach for killing personally. I do what I have to do, Moraine, but unlike some people in this war, I try not to enjoy it. Then I fear you'll face another unenjoyable task, Striker, around the Colonelist Rommel's room. Duke and Shigeta should be catching up any second. Get them and the others to that ventilation shaft you said earlier. It could be used as our escape. A slashing arm blurs in the air. A weighted bayonet handle slams upon. Under a helmet. The ventilation shaft lies straight ahead. Lead the others yourself, Monsieur. But I cannot let a soft-headed fool rob me of what I have dreamed of for months as a spy. Moraine, wait! Something's funny, it should be. Guards, no doubt, inside, but my uniform should make them hesitate just long enough to... Insulting Bosch pig! Feel how a traitor repays your arrogance. Bam! Oh shit, he got him? Did they kill each other? For a moment, yeah, the knife went straight through. For a moment, a dead man sits at the desk. When his weight overcomes the blade that holds him upright, he falls. I did it! Mon Sergeant, I killed General Rommel. Sarge, let's move, company's coming. There is a mad rush to a hidden shaft, a claustrophobic crawl, and then suddenly... Son of a gun, we made it! But something's bothering you about the mission, Sarge. You're pretty quiet. Dead guards, Duke, in the shadows of Rommel's room, and Moraine never had a chance to fire. Hey, German plane. Don't sweat it, musclehead. They can't see us. What does he mean he never had a chance to fire? But he killed Moraine. But within the passing plane... We got the field marshal away just in time, radio report. Says the Amerikaners reached his quarters. Verdammt. How unfortunate he was at the dispensary when the raid came. It is easier to rush him in the airfield when returns his quarters as originally as planned. So they were planning to kill him anyway? Yes, Werner Konstrab apparently expected him back. He was killing while waiting along with the guards. The fortunes of war. We should have stayed at his own post. The plane banks over the dark Mediterranean and drones for Italy, while somewhere below, a rubber raft moves towards a pickup sub. Who'd think it a crazy job like this and we'd pull it off? Yeah, Sarge, we've got pardons and you got your stripes for doing a lot less. They'll probably retire us with honors for knocking off the Desert Fox. But what awaits ahead is anything but retirement, as will be learned next issue in Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad. Of course, there was no other issue after that. That's the end of it. And you know what? I'm cool with that. It's a good ending. Sergeant Stryker gets his promotion. He learns how to deal with war. He learns that killing is sort of a natural part of war. The bad guys end up dead, and everybody gets pardoned. So that's a good ending. You know, it's a really cool war story. It had its beginning, its middle, and ending. Sergeant Stryker, 2 thumbs up. But that's not it for this. Let's finish off this last story. My name is Kenneth Hill. In 1943, I was 19 years old. A green young drafter suddenly dropped into action as a replacement in the Solomon Island campaign. There I was assigned to Dog Company, in the company of an incredible individual named Ram. Experienced my baptism of fire on Dead Man's Ridge. So this isn't going to be another Warhawk story. We're never going to learn about Warhawk. He just one and done. Gone. Who knows? Who knows where he is now? That's the misery of Atlas Comics, is it ends. It ends. Private Hill reporting for duty, sir. Would you like to see a copy of my ore? Hey, gangway, cover your tails. Nobody salutes out here. Boy, snipers use it to zero in on our officers. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Oh, shit. They're getting fired on. I thought I was hearing things when I realized not everyone had fled. Someone was under the Jeep. Don't look down, just stand there and act scared. I'm doing some zeroing in on myself. But I didn't have to act. I was petrified, certain the sniper would settle for me instead of an officer, waiting to hear the shot that would kill me. I waited for an impact that never came. Then, finding I was alive, I whirled. It was the tall tree about 300 yards back. Don't bother looking for them to fall. They tie themselves up there. Get your gear and come back along, boy. Being you're a new man, they'll stick you in with me. And that was my first meeting for Bumford Ram. Distant gunfire shook me from my first night's sleep in a foxhole. Hey, Ram, what's that? Oh, that's Dead Man's Ridge. Or maybe hell if you're unlucky enough to be up there. With morning, I overheard more about Dead Man's Ridge. Another patrol sent up on that bloody rock and never heard from. That makes 3 top sergeant. I'm not wasting any more men. We gotta have an observation point on the river, Captain, in case the Japs mount a major attack. Maybe you could waste 1 more man, sir, instead of a whole platoon. But in the end, 2 men made the day-long trip up the ridge. Even in boot camp, they must have warned you against volunteering, boy. Sure, but I aim to be a writer. Only first I need some experience to write about. Besides, I think you're getting a raw deal. Everybody in Dog Company prejudiced or something? Some are. Some aren't. I was sort of shoved down their throats before they could decide for themselves. You see, I was in the Philippines when the Japanese attacked. My whole family had come over as servants to an army officer stationed there. Oh, he's not a black man, he's a Filipino man. And that's how my mama, papa, and kid sister got chopped down by Jap Zero. Oh, so he signed up to get revenge. There was no help in my people. They were beyond it. But I managed to get to the army officer out of the house just in time. The invasion was on, yet somehow I made it to the sea in a rescue boat. Buford's anything you ever want, just ask. You get me in fighting where it's thickest, and I got some paying back to do. The officer was a general. He got me exactly what I wanted, maybe a little sooner than some folks were ready to accept it. Enough talking, writer man. Here's the ridge, and plenty of reasons for its name. Oh shit. Those are fucking corpses everywhere. The slope beyond the jungle was still muddy, slippery from the previous week's rain. But there was more than slipping to concern us. At least they took a lot of the enemy with them, Ram. All inside the perimeter. You want to clear them out? You want to bury them? No, it's too near dark. We got our defenses to think on. They can't assault us directly because of the cliff, but they can come around to either side on the slope. Guess then we'll try to maintain the perimeter like the others. But then we got MGs I'm working in order. We can use the firepower to take out the first watch. Sweating, nervous, I peered out into the jungle blackness that had swiftly descended. It seems people with shadows within shadows ready to jump up and screaming to attack. Until I found something else behind me. Much, much closer. Oh, fuck. He's fucked. Oh, fuck. Suddenly there was backfire from the jungle in front of me and a shout. Burp! Oh, look. Swing around that MG around, Kenny, into the perimeter. Most of them dead men are alive. Then Ram and I were side by side firing for all we were worth. I thought you were sleeping. Just some rocks and a propped M1. Keep shooting and we'll talk later, I hope. And when there were no longer any weapons to shoot, we used bare hands or whatever was available. My God, Ram, how did you know? There were no enemy footprints or bodies on the slope like there should have been if they attacked that way. I had to let them think I was taken in while we could surprise them. But it ain't over, boy. Ram pointed to several on the now fully dead, truly dead Japanese. They carried coils of rope, and I'm going to use it to go fishing. Long minutes passed. The rope went taut. More minutes, and then bam! Oh my God. Another reason for no prints of this slope. This is the way they brought up replacements. Maybe from now on, this will be Dead Man's Ridge for both sides. The next day, Dog Company sent a new patrol to relieve us. No salute, eh, Hill? Good boy. You went up that hill green, now you're a vet. Any man on the outfit would share a foxhole with you now. No thanks, Captain. I'm happy where I am, if it's alright with Mr. Ram. Buford didn't say anything, but he didn't say no, and that was enough for a beginning for me. Alright. So that's it. Those are your tales of savage combat. What did you guys think? I fucking loved it. It was great. I love Sergeant Stryker. I'm happy that we got a full story. That is not common for Atlas Comics. We got a complete story with their pardons and his promotion and, you know, his coming to terms with death and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we also got some other stories. I wish that I knew more about Warhorse. I'll look him up and see if there was anything else about Warhorse. But, you know, it's so hard to find characters that are just so obscure. But anyway, what did you guys think of Savage Combat Tales? I hoped you like it. What do you guys think of Atlas Comics? Are you going to pick up an Atlas Comics t-shirt, which are available for only $12.99? Because I'm not a robber baron here, dude. They wanted to sell this thing for like 25 bucks. I was like, no. What? Why? You know, $12.99 is what it's worth. It's pretty decent quality. I like it. You know, it looks really good, and it's only $12.99 with, like, I don't know, like, I paid like $3 shipping to get this one because I wanted to make sure that it was high quality before I started selling it. So there it is. Pick up your Atlas Comics t-shirt. Support the channel. There's a bunch of ways you can support the channel. You can throw me a tip. You can send me a tip. You can become a member for $5. But yeah, that's it for this. That's it for Atlas Comics for now. That's the end of the Atlas Comics upload. But don't tune out, because soon, starting probably next week, I am going to start covering the Charlton Comics heroes. That's Blue Beetle, Peacemaker, Captain Atom, Nightshade, and of course my favorite, the Question. I'm probably going to do Question first because I love Question and I love Blue Beetle. I'm probably going to do them first. But yeah, man, tune in, guys, because it's gonna be a blast. So Charlton Comics coming up. But that's it for now. If you like this comic and you want to read more comics, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.